Hey Aries, what's happening guys? We're doing your June 2008 readings. I know I'm late. I have been sick as a dog. And I'm going to have to say this on every one of my videos. So sorry. But yeah, I've had a really bad bout of illness. And see, I can't even shuffle. I was sick in bed for a very long time. And I couldn't get your readings out. But I'm back, ready to rock and roll and see what is going on for you guys in June. So, this is for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's see what's going on with you guys. Hope the first week's been pretty good for you. Ooh, they're just flying out. Okie dokie. All right. So, let's see what's going on, you guys. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. Magician in reverse. Enlightenment. Okie dokie. Okay, Aries. So, you're going through some kind of a change right now. Now, if you haven't started going through it, you're going to start going through it because we're kind of looking at this first beginning of June, and I think it's an internal change, not so much an outer change, because what's happening outside is different to what's happening inside. Outside you're quite social right now, you're interacting with different people, you could be in a third party situation, but I don't think so. I think what's happening is there's changes going on inside, but you're not showing it on the outside. Okay, so to start, you've got the Wheel of Fortune, or the Wheel of the Year in the Witch's Tarot, and you've got the Three of Cups. So there is a change occurring in the midst of a time where you are quite social. Now, it could very well be that you weren't social and you're becoming social, but I don't think that's what's going on. And the reason why I say that is because internally, you are feeling kind of stuck. And you've got the Four of Cups. See, you've got the Eight of Swords and you've got the Four of Cups. So when I see these cards together, there's an internal It's not a battle. It's like you're feeling stuck in your head. It's like you're in a situation and from the outside everything looks great, but inside you're kind of stuck. It's like you're looking at what you have. You're looking at the love in your life that you have, or the happiness in your life that you have. And you're like, okay, I've got this, it's great, but it's not great enough. It's not good enough. It's like you're not satisfied. You're unsatisfied, you're bored. It's not enough. It's not what you really, really want. And that very, very much relates to this change happening and this current social situation that you're in. And then moving on, I think that what's happening is that this inner turmoil, this inner I'm unsatisfied, is going to start coming out into your exterior, because you have the Magician in reverse and you've got the Five of Swords. So with the Magician in reverse, Aries, the thing is, it can go both ways. It can be you're stuck, stagnant, unable to manifest what's going on in your life, or this can relate to a person that is or will come into your life, and be wary of them because they are manipulative. But the thing is, if there is a person coming into your life that's manipulative, you're going to know about it. You're going to feel it. And that's why you're having arguments. The Five of Swords, you've got arguments. Unable to find the same page as somebody. Unable to communicate on the same page. Anyway, I will definitely clarify these cards. And after that, you have the Page of Pentacles with the Hermit. See, and this also brings us back to the beginning with this original change. It's like there's a feeling that there's a change coming in, and then towards the end of the month, you're going to see and understand this change. Because with the Page of Pentacles, Aries, and the Hermit, there's a message coming in, possibly a message. It could relate to work, not so much relationships, or it could also relate to relationships, because when we look at coins, when we look at the pentacles, I personally don't think it's just about career. I think it's about something in your life that you value, right? So you're getting a message of something that you value, or you're going to be receiving a gift, like a monetary gift of something that you value. And with this message, Aries, or with this gift that's coming in, it's going to cause you to look within, internally, about where it is you want to go and what it is you really want in your life. Which leads us to the Two of Cups. So either you're going to then start a new relationship, or you're going to reconcile within an old relationship. You could be possibly dealing with an earth sign or an air sign for that matter. So Taurus, Capricorn or Virgo, Gemini, Aquarius or Libra. But I think this is more to the fact that somebody's going to come into your life, a new relationship is going to begin, or a reconciliation in a relationship, but only because you are going to do some major inner changing. I'm thinking you had something like this in your May reading. I'm not too sure about that. But there's definitely big changes coming about, Aries. And do you know what it is, Aries? It's not like it's, okay, yes, the universe is bringing change, okay? It is. But the thing is, and this is the very interesting thing about it, this is not like, you know, stuff is happening, shit happens, and there's nothing I can do about it. No. This is actually in your control. This is really interesting. I think this is more about you and not somebody coming into your life. Because this is you not realizing that you can create change in your life. Now, whatever happens over here, whatever this message is, or whatever this monetary gift or this valuable message that comes in, or it could be a valuable piece of advice, it's going to take your magician upside down and turn him right back up again. That combined with the hermit is going to flip your magician around. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, so I'm using different clarifying cards today. I love these cards. I don't use them often in my general readings, more in my private readings. They are Healing Light Tarot cards by Christopher Butler. And there's just something kind of dreamy about them. The way they look, it's kind of like, wow, and I opened on the Ace of Cups. New love. It's almost like you're seeing visions in a dream. They're really cool. So let's definitely clarify some of these cards and see what's going on, or get a clear idea of this story. From what I'm reading right now, you guys, you guys are very social. Isn't that interesting? You just got the Death card. Okie dokie. And flying out with it, you've got the Four of Pentacles reversed. So with death, there's an ending. There's an ending to something. You know, it might be upsetting in some way. It could be the end of a perspective, of a way that you see things to be. And you've been holding on to that because that's what you know. That's the way you need to do things. But that's why you're stuck with the Eight of Swords, because you're unsatisfied. You're unsatisfied with the Four of Cups, but you don't know how to change this situation. You don't know how to get out of it. Aries, you're not going to need to. It's going to happen for you. Or maybe you know how to get out of it and you've kind of been avoiding it because, you know, it's going to be kind of yuck. It's going to feel kind of crappy. But there's a change coming, and it's, you know, death. And with the Four of Pentacles in reverse, you know, this is kind of like you've been reckless somehow. Maybe you've been socializing a lot, partying. You know, it's not so much the Devil card. It's not like you've been overly indulging, but you haven't been sort of holding what's valuable to you. You haven't been holding on to what's valuable to you. You've just sort of been going out and partying or doing whatever it is that you need to do. And that's about to change because you're not satisfied. You're not happy living that way. You're not happy in the path that you're taking. Why is the Magician reversed? Why is the Magician reversed? Now, don't worry about death because you've got the Wheel of Fortune. So whatever yuck is going to happen, from it, something good's going to happen. Like, they're just all flipping out today, aren't they? Wow. Okie dokie. Huh? So clarifying your Magician in reverse is your Magician upright. And with your Magician upright, you've got the Nine of Pentacles. Okie dokie. So with the Nine of Pentacles, you're in a position where you can be independent. You know, you can stand on your own feet, you can do what it is that you need to do, and you don't need anybody to help you. You don't need a savior to come in and help you do that. I think that's what's going on here. I think, you know, Aries, you might be in a relationship and you're not happy in that relationship, but you're afraid to do it on your own because you're thinking that if you go on your own, you can't create, you can't make happen what it is that you need to happen in your life. Or if we're looking from a work or career perspective, you're unsatisfied with your job, you're unsatisfied with your career, and you're thinking if you go on your own, you can't make it happen. But you can. And that's why you've got the Nine of Pentacles and you've got the Magician upright. You see, this is what you're going to realize. You're going to realize that you can. And that when the next thing that comes in that's joyful is on your equal. It's not somebody helping you. It's not somebody saving you. It's somebody on your equal so that you're able to stand on your own 2 feet. And whoever's coming into your life is a bonus. Yeah. And inevitably, this is why you've got the Death card. Because when you're that unsatisfied, yeah, arguments are going to break out to end it. It's quite likely. But it needs to happen. You need to break the abscess so that you can heal. So that you can open doors to new things in your life. The Devil. Didn't I just mention the Devil before? Okay. So either if it is a relationship and you have been just going crazy and doing your own thing and partying and drinking too much and eating too much and partying too much and any other extracurricular activities too much, it's come up here with the Devil. And whoever it is that you are in a relationship with, if you are, that's who you're arguing with. Or even if you're not in a relationship, somebody you're going to be arguing with either about their bad behaviors or addictions or your bad behaviors or overindulgent addictions. Wait, no. Okay, let me rephrase that. You're going to be arguing with somebody about either their overindulgent behaviors or addictions or your overindulgent behaviors and or addictions. So there's something going on, whether it be too much partying, sex, drugs, alcohol, women, men, you know, whatever you like. There's going to be some arguments about that. And I think that you're just going to look into yourself and go, you know what, this is not what I want. This is not the life that I want. And you've got the Hermit again and the Five of Swords. You've got the Hermit again clarifying the Hermit and the Five of Swords clarifying this Page of Pentacles. So there's definitely arguments coming about. They might not be like, you know, hell-raising, traumatic arguments, but there are definitely arguments, and you're just going to be like, you know what, stuff this person I'm arguing with, stuff this lifestyle that I'm living. I'm not happy. This isn't where I want to be. This isn't what I want. And the Hermit clarifying the Hermit basically means that, you know, this is your next phase. This is where you want to be. You just want to look into yourself, take a step back, try to find some sort of enlightenment and try to find some sort of direction. And you will. You will. Once you start asking questions within yourself, Aries, you're definitely going to get answers. And you're not just going to get answers, you're going to get a new opportunity in love. A real love, a soulmate love, somebody that you really want to be with. But you need to ask the questions. Now, whether they be questions that you need to ask yourself only, or questions that you need to ask somebody, or questions that you need to ask through an argument, because it's interesting that this Five of Swords came up again. It's almost like it's kind of like you're going to have two arguments. One is about the way your lifestyle is, or it could be you arguing within yourself. And the second one is about you saying, okay, so what do I want? Or this person saying to you, so what do you want? It's almost like, okay, so somebody comes in and they go, you know, you're acting like this and you're doing this and you're doing this and you're doing that. And you're like, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, blah, blah, blah. And you're sort of arguing about it. And then you sort of walk away for a bit. And then when you guys meet again, it is another kind of an argument or discussion. And it's like, okay, what do you want? What do you want? And that's when you turn around and start thinking about what it is you actually want. And you're going to change paths. You're going to change the direction you want to go in this situation. So with the Two of Cups, you are being clarified with the Knight of Cups. Now look how dreamy he looks in this card. Look, he's coming in with this big light shining in the background, offering this huge chalice of love. There is new love coming in. There is definitely new love coming in. And this person's coming in almost like a knight in shining armor. But it's a bonus. You don't need them to save you. Aries, you don't need them to save you. They are a bonus. They are a perk. They're coming in to offer you love when you're in a really good phase. June is really cool for you guys. By the end of June, looks like you're going to be very happy, but you're going through a major shift, major internal shift. Okay, one overall energy card. The Four of Swords. Four of Orbs, being the Four of Swords. I'm telling you, Aries, it's a reflection. You are a caterpillar in a cocoon. You're this feisty little caterpillar, right? This is what's happening in June. Feisty little caterpillar turns into big caterpillar, first little caterpillar socializing everywhere, turns into big caterpillar and cocoons. Cocoons and changes and comes out beautifully like a butterfly. You are a caterpillar turning into a butterfly. That's what I'm going to name this reading. You are a caterpillar turning into a butterfly.